Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. For supportive oracle cards, Wisdom of the House of Night. And on the back here above my finger is who it's from, who created it. Instead of butchering the name, I figure I'll just put that up. But if you look up the Wisdom of the House of Night oracle cards online, you should easily find them, if you'd like to. All right, Gemini. A couple cards popped out right there. I don't think I want the bottom card. I was going to go towards it, but I don't know what it was, but we'll leave it. All right, so Gemini. The energy where you're coming into something is, now, you're choosing to get involved, which I don't seem to feel is any type of big shock of life. But when I'm seeing you choose to get involved with something, you're literally so far on the outside that nobody seems to understand that you're considering it. So, like, you're on the outside, considering getting involved with something, but you're over here in a way that, like, people aren't really understanding that you're even considering it. It doesn't even seem like people see it as an option for you. Like, people are not expecting you to get involved with something. They have no clue whatsoever. It's a thought you have in the back of your head. But I feel you looking at this, and you're giving it some deep thought, quite frankly. You got the King of Swords, you got the Lover's card, and in the environment, like, you're looking at this situation, and you're seeing a lot of value here. You're putting a lot of thought into it. You got the Lover's card on your side, so either one of two things. There's somebody involved in this that you really want to be closer to, and that's what's pulling you in, or there's an aspect to this situation that you're like, that could be really good, that's kind of right up my alley. This is an angle that I could really work with. So it's one of two things. Either there's somebody pulling you in, you're like, ooh, I want to be near that person, or it's kind of like there's a chance for you to do something in this situation that you really love, and it's something that you're seeing that other people don't even have a clue. It's almost like if you like model airplanes, and this is like an advertising thing, and you're seeing a way that you could tie in the two that most people would not connect the two dots. Whatever that would be. Fulfillment. You, like, seriously, you're intoxicated by this situation. You think this is going to be great. One of the two things, either a person or some aspect of the situation, you're like, oh, I want this. I got to be there. I got to do this. So you're making up your mind. You know what you're doing. Nobody else around you seems to have a clue, is what I'm getting. No clue. So you get involved. You jump in. You want to, so you do. You got the Death card here. Now, the thing is with the Death card is, like, this, I feel like it's a completely new thing. Like, this is a brand spanking new thing. Nobody's expecting this. It's like a whole new thing. I do see that, like, you do have some connections to this, but there's a lot you got to learn here. That seems to be another thing with the Death card. It's a fresh thing, a fresh change, but there's a lot of good coming out of it. You're very inspired. You're excited to be a part of this. You are a little nervous, though, too, because this is a whole fresh thing for you. It's very fresh. Even though you know some of the things you're going to add into it, you do have some knowledge getting into it. Your aspect is one thing, but the majority of the situation is completely new, and that's kind of another fresh, kind of like scary new feel to that. This is almost like a scary new feel. It's kind of why I think they popped that card there for you. Now, like, you know, you could go through the whole analogy, death of something old. Like, there was a point where you weren't a part of it, and that's dead, and that's gone, and now you are. I don't think we need to beat it anymore to death. Now, you're getting involved. There's new aspects here. You have a fresh look, a fresh aspect of something fresh. You're bringing in something very fresh. The fact that you don't know exactly everything going on here, that's of high value. The fact that you don't, you know, this isn't something you normally would do, that's actually why you're wanted, because you're interested, you're excited, you have ideas, and you don't know exactly how this situation works out, which means you may see something that other people don't. People need some help here. The Five of Pentacles is in the environment for the situation you're becoming a part of. It needs to have an improvement. It needs something to get better here. There's the feeling that, you know, the best times are behind them, that they're going into this slump, and that they're having a hard time pulling out of it. I mean, the Five of Pentacles is like feeling the lack, granted. But I also feel like there's good still here. There's a lot of value here. And I feel like you, looking at this tree, you would look at this and say, look at those 5 coins. Look what we could do with that. Other people would look at this who've been in the situation for a long time. They would look at it saying, yeah, that tree used to be full of coins. And now it's like practically dead. There's 5 coins left. Once they fall, that's it. But you're like, no, look at those coins. Look at all the value there. Look what we can build anew. You're seeing these coins as kind of like seeds. We can take these 5 coins, you know, and start growing new trees from them, new coin trees from them, if you will. I know it's a little fantastical, but whatever. Fantastical? Yeah, I'm just going to make up words now. You are coming into this with high optimism. High optimism. Like, no, this is an opportunity. This isn't bad. Yeah, when it's going into a slump, but we can pull it right out, and this is how to do it. You're excited. And I see you, the fledgling, I like this. You're bringing in this very strong optimism. You're showing these avenues to success, but you got the fledgling here. The fledgling here doesn't know exactly what's going on, but they want to. They're very ambitious, and they can't wait to conquer the world. The thing is, some reality has to be dipped in here. Like, reality is slowly pouring in here, but the way it's slowly pouring in, you can work with it. I'm feeling you can work with it. You don't let it daunt you. It's kind of like, all right, we can't plant these trees right now, and that's why you're upset. Okay, but the warmer season will be coming. We just got to keep these 5 seeds to the side, and we got to keep them safe. We can actually even keep them in a warmer spot and maybe, you know, fertilize them a little bit. I don't know. Maybe get something going on here so they're ready. Maybe we could actually, you know, find a spot and plant them indoors a month ahead of time so they start growing and then replant them outside when it's time to go. Then we're ahead of the game. You got all sorts of ideas. All sorts of ideas all day long. And I feel like you're exciting people because the more ideas you have, the more angles you have, the more people are feeling like there's more than one way to fix this. There's more than one thing to do here. This doesn't have to go into a complete nosedive slump. This can actually come back around. It might be going down now, but it can level out and start coming back up. Maybe not in 2 seconds, but you're inspiring people because you have a fresh outlook. And one of the big things about this is you don't know what's going to fail, which is good because other people have been in this situation long enough. They can see like why this would fail, why that would fail. And I see you bringing forth ideas, and they're like, oh, well, that's been done before and it failed. But that doesn't stop you. You're like, oh, okay, well, explain what happened, because I'm curious what part of it failed. That's another value you bring to this, because you want to understand why did it fail. Because you could find like, all right, you tried this direction before, you got so far, and it plunk went down. But when you got here, what happened? You know, did the weather change? You know, did it get too rainy? Did it get too cold? Did it, you know, was it just neglected? Did somebody walk away from what they were supposed to do? It's another thing you're adding to it. Like, okay, yeah, that failed last time, but explain to me what happened that caused it to fail. Explain to me how it was taken care of. Explain to me this. Explain to me that. Because you're like, there's too many angles here, and you're not willing to give up. All right, so this is good. Now, you're getting involved in this situation. Whatever it is that you're attracted to, be it a person or an idea, you're moving forward towards it, and I get that. Now, this is where the Hanged Man comes in. Whatever drew you to the situation, be it person or some type of aspect that you want to do something here, like connecting model airplanes with advertising for whatever reason, whatever that may be, the Hanged Man is saying you're not able to actualize what you want just yet. So if it's a person you're trying to get closer to, you're having a hard time doing that. If it's something you want to happen, like connecting advertising with model airplanes, it's just the best thing I got right now. I don't know why. You're kind of like, you're finding like it's hard to get that off the ground. It's hard to get into advertising. It's hard to get over there. It's hard to make it happen. It's hard to be heard in that aspect. You're effective in other ways, but what you want, you're not quite hitting at what you want right yet. That's the Hanged Man. Not so bad. It's just, it's not coming forward as fast as you would hope it would be, but it's not it's not a no, but it's not moving towards yes either. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get closer to this person, or I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to bring forth the aspect of this situation that I want. I don't know. It's just not seeming to fly the way I want it to. The thing is, around you, positive energy all around. You've got the playful card. Is that playful? Yep, playful, and you got the Nine of Cups. Your energy, your aspect, your look at things, the way you view things, people love it. People love it. You're very fresh. You're very inspiring. You give people the idea that, yeah, something failed in the past, but let's look at it a little closer and find out why it failed. Let's not just accept that didn't work. Let's look through it a little closer, fine-tooth comb it. What aspect of this avenue failed? Why did it fail? Is the whole direction just a no? Or is there certain pieces of it that just kind of went the wrong way at the wrong time? So people are really responding to you. The thing is, you're feeling the accolades, but you're not able to get closer to your personal goal on the reason. Like the reason you got involved with this, you're not getting closer to that. That goal is kind of eluding you. And I'm seeing this in the environment. You got the Queen of Cups, and it's then going into the Oath card, which I'm seeing like you're getting locked into this situation. You're very much getting invested in here. You're getting tighter bound to it, tighter bound with the Oath. You're like getting really bound into it. But the Queen of Cups is like you're constantly holding to the side what you want. It's just like right now it's not going to happen, but you're hoping later the opportunity will come forward, yet you are getting locked right into the situation. That Oath is telling me you're feeling appreciated and you're feeling like you have to honor that appreciation. It's kind of like a contract feel, and that's kind of what I'm feeling with this, to tell you the truth. Like somebody or some of you may be entering into a contract or feel or have that energy where you feel like you're in a contract, like you can't just walk away whenever you want to, that you're still getting so deep into this that you're getting very tied up in it and you can't just get away from it if you want to. Like it would take a bit of doing to get out of it. At least get out of it in a way where it wouldn't cause repercussions against you. All right, so that's kind of where this is ending out. So I basically feel like what the whole message is, whatever is drawing you to this situation, they're giving you a heads up. Like whatever it is, person or there's some aspect of the situation that really is like, sparking you off. You're like, yeah, I want that. They're saying it's not going to happen anywhere near as quick as you think, but possibilities are down the road. It just may take a lot longer to get to that destination that you want than you expect. They're just giving you that heads up. Like it's going to be a lot more difficult than you're expecting to get closer to your goal. The situation itself is good. Am I saying that right? The situation, you're enjoying the situation. There's other things in this that you're enjoying. It's just your initial goal is eluding you. And they're like, it may come around later. Maybe. All right, I think that's good. Until either that or I'm just going to beat it even more to death. So I'll let it go. All right, anything else? All right, so I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.